Premier League predictions week 34. It is early this week. Why is it a Tuesday? Tuesday and Wednesday and next Thursday. Not this Thursday, next Thursday. What the hell is going on? The FA Cup, that's what's going on. That is the answer to that question, which I will have a video out about soon. I'm going to do an FA Cup video. Before I get into the predictions for this week, I am going to take a look at what I said would happen last match week or this weekend. I've currently got the Nottingham Forest Spurs game going because it's just gone 8. So if any goals come in, I will sort of react to them accordingly. But how did I do last week? Let's have a look. I didn't get any direct scores correct. I didn't get any score lines correct. I'm not usually very good at doing that. I did get some results correct in terms of wins and losses, but I didn't get any score lines correct, which is unfortunate. Brentford and Brighton, I predicted 1-1, but no, it was in fact 4-2 to Brentford. The Brighton struggles seem to be continuing on. Crystal Palace Bournemouth, I predicted 3-1 to Bournemouth. It was 0-0, which is a bit disappointing. Everton Man City, this was on the thumbnail, this was my crazy prediction. It was 3-1 to Everton, but no, it was 2-0 to Man City. West Ham Southampton, I predicted West Ham would win 2-1, but Southampton made it a draw, meaning they are no longer the worst team in Premier League history. They're just joint worst with Derby County. Aston Villa Newcastle, I predicted 4-2 to Newcastle, but it seems the lack of Eddie Howe has caught up with them because it ended 4-1 to Aston Villa. Fulham Chelsea, I predicted 2-2, but really I should have been more hopeful for my team because it was 2-1 to Chelsea. I mean, come on. That was a brilliant comeback. I've got hope for this week as well against Everton. That should be easier than Fulham. Ipswich Arsenal, I predicted 2-1 to Arsenal, which is my first correct prediction actually. Arsenal did win that match. It was 4-0 though. Ipswich didn't get a goal, and they will be relegated if they don't win. Oh, hang on. Nottingham Forest have just scored. It's 1-0. My current prediction is correct. Man United Wolves, I predicted 3-1 to Wolves. I did get that correct as well. United didn't score. I knew this would happen. I knew there was no way that after their win against Lyon in the Europa League that they were going to win again. That's just not how Man United work at the moment. I knew it. Leicester Liverpool, I predicted 3-0 to Liverpool. It was 1-0, but Leicester are still relegated. So this is my final tally for this week. How did I do? On to this week. So today at 8 o'clock, well not today, tomorrow for me, but today for you, Man City, Aston Villa. Both sides have some oomph from the weekend fixtures, both winning pretty big games, and they've got the FA Cup semi-finals at the weekend, so the adrenaline is pumping. I think this match might fall to the wayside because of that. I think this is going to end 3-1 to Aston Villa. I'm going to keep predicting City to lose 3-1 until they actually do. Arsenal Crystal Palace on Wednesday. One thing is for sure, there will be goals in this game. In the past 3 meetings, there has been a combined number of goals of at least 5 from both sides, and I think we will see this continued. I think if they lose or draw this match, then Liverpool actually win the league, something like that. I think that's a thing. So I think this is going to end 4-2. Arsenal keep the hopes alive, just about. Chelsea Everton after Fulham. I am ready. I think Everton screwed up against Man City. They can screw up again against us. I'm calling it now. Cole Palmer will score for the first time since January. I think this is going to be 2-0 to Chelsea. Brighton West Ham. Brighton are spiralling big time, and I think the Hammers will take advantage of this. I think it will be 2-1 to West Ham. Newcastle Ipswich. A thrashing is certainly inbound. Eddie Howe back at the wheel, I think will give Newcastle that oomph to relegate Ipswich. If I'm correct about West Ham beating Brighton, then if Ipswich lose this game, they are relegated. Southampton Fulham. The Saints put up a good fight against West Ham and they'll be wanting a draw so that they're not the joint worst team ever. They're the second worst team ever. But I don't think Fulham will let that happen. I do think this is going to end 2-1 to Fulham. Wolves-Leicester. Leicester are relegated too. And it would be funny if Wolves went to 13th above Man United, which I think it's safe to say they will. I think Wolves will win this 3-0. Bournemouth, Man United. Bournemouth have dropped too many points recently, and as it stands, I think they are no longer in serious contention for Europe. But they don't have much to lose either. And Man United very much do. They seem to be all in on the Europa League, so I do think Bournemouth win this 3-1. Liverpool-Tottenham. I do think Liverpool win the league if they win this match. Again, I'll have to check that. I'm not sure of the statistics of it. I think Liverpool win this 4-0. Nottingham Forest-Brentford. Next Thursday. Yes, apparently they couldn't find a better day to do it. It's a week and a half away, but I'm already calling it. This is going to solidify Forest's downfall, meaning they would have dropped from 3rd to 7th in 3 weeks. I think Brentford win this 1-0. It's a painful 1-0. But what do you think is going to happen? When will Liverpool actually win the league? I hope you all enjoyed this video, and I will see you in a few days to talk about the FA Cup. Goodbye.